me, it's just the first step.
Yeah.
Because that at the time the market was the biggest one.
Yeah.
So I want to basically provide these solutions for everyone. I want to be this for a product for not just gaming but everything else.
Right.
And what happens? It's one of the stories, right? You get what you wish for, and then suddenly you just realize that you get stuck in it. So be careful what you wish for. So because we become so known in the gaming industries, like everybody thought us as the gaming payment.
Yeah.
Then it's very hard for us to actually shift out of that. So we talk to banks, we talk to the Bank of Indonesia to get the e-money license. We talk to all, the investors. Every one of them thinks like, you're just gaming payment. Why do you want to be in a payment? Oh gosh. So I got stuck.
So you became kind of typecast in a way,
Exactly.
Yeah, you were like, you played Superman so well, they thought you couldn't play any other role kind of thing,
Exactly. Yes, yeah. So, right, Christopher Reeve, he wants
That's
to be
right.
James Bond. It's going to be very difficult. So, yeah, and then that's the situation at the time. And then I also, like for me, I can't stop, and I told actually my shareholders, hey, why don't we as a company, since this one's profitable, why don't we start another one as, with my partner, same partner, and then we just use another brand, but we were going to do it in a way that we serve the bigger market. So we start again from zero, of course, and then the shareholders, being shareholders, right? Hey, why do you want to do that? We're already profitable. Why don't you just continue what you're doing? Why don't you, push this, to even bigger gaming market segment, market shares?
Yeah.
Well, but then, that's not me. That's the thing, right? I decided that I want to create to start over.
Right.
And during that time, it's a coincidence, and I would say actually it's a happy coincidence, right? So Alipay was Ant Financial was looking at the regions, and then they come to Indonesia.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned to you, I got to know from Ant Financials because they asked World Bank, it's like, hey, which companies that we should approach? You want to see a company that does financial service, like fintech financial technology. So the World Bank referred them to us.
Right. Okay.
One is to Indomaret, one's to Doku. And then that's actually how I get to...
And then they hired you as their boss, right, in Indonesia.
So one thing is, that's the thing, right? And for me, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I don't see a point where I want to work for someone else. Not saying that I don't want to work for anyone. I'm just saying that I don't see a point if I want to work with anyone that does not actually accomplish what I dream to do. Yeah. Right? So, and Ant Financial at the time, after talking to me for more than a year, actually, they were discussing about potentially to invest in our companies, or actually at the time they were just discussing about potential investment in our companies. Right. But after getting back and forth, they realized that, all of us realized one thing, right? They realized that Indomaret, it's not built to be what they call it, a payment payment system providers, or a wallet concept. Yeah. Indomaret was built to serve specifically for gaming markets, and specifically with the technology, what they have is just basically a payment gateway, right? Okay. So that wasn't something that they're looking for, but they also see in me something that someone who they really truly believe that understand the market very well, and have the same kind of like visions on how they want to be able to help create a payment companies in a region. Yeah. So the reason after that, so basically Lucy Tang, which is one of the CEO of Alipay at the time and one of the founder of Alipay, had a chance to talk with me, and she told me, until today I still remember it. It's like, Vincent, we think that you are the right person to do this payment business in Indonesia. Yeah. And we want you to join us because we want you to learn from us, so then after that we can invest in you. Right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Hearing that word, what would you think, right? You'd say, I'm in. Sure. I did say yes. I was like, let me think about it, because I never thought that, I'm still, right, kind of like, felt, is this too good to be true?
Right.
I actually asked around. I asked my family, I asked a few friends of mine, and then, after everybody said, "You're crazy, you're not taking this," I decided that I'd take it. And Eric, I'm telling you, they are true to their words. So what I did after I joined Alipay is they didn't give me any assignment at all as an employee. What they did is they let me learn anything in Alipay.
Right.
Everything. I went to their product team, I went to operation team, I went to their marketing team, I went to their technology team, and I went to the risk team, everything. And then they let me learn. And after that, they decided that they want to invest in companies, and I lead that company, and we look together also to another partners, the local partners, because we can't just, just me and them, and we want to also have another strong local partners to invest in the venture. So that's why it becomes Dana. So it's, I know sometimes it looks like kind of like a, fairy tale.
Yeah.
It's actually, that's amazing. That's what happened.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling really grateful to be given that opportunity.
So Dana means funds, doesn't it, in Bahasa?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Dana, is Dana, when you start Dana, is Alipay invested in Dana?
Yes.
They are. Okay.
So as I mentioned to you, it's a startup. It's a real startup from day one.
Yeah.
The difference is, from day one, we already have two of the biggest investors you can think of that committed a big fund to start this. And that's why Dana,
Alipay is one. Who's the other?
Emtech.
Oh, Emtech. Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay. Right. Which is, Emtech is, don't tell me. Emtech is, it's not Wijaya's. Who is it? It's, who is it? I can't remember. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So that's the thing, right? And, I think we are really blessed to have those two to believe, that, something that we can do. And then when given, when I was given the chance to create something, I wanted to create to be an ideal startup, right?
All right. Now, so that's all right. That's the part. That's okay. So we've gone through the whole part, Vincent, up until the point that Dana starts. Now, what was the vision for Dana? Tell me. And in answering this question, 2017, there's a few payment platforms around as well in other countries.
Yes.
What did you like as you looked around the world and you looked at this? What did you like? What was something that was going to work for you? I mean, you've got things like, I don't know, it's not really a payment platform. It is a payment platform. Bcash and M-Pesa and that sort of stuff going on in Kenya, in Bangladesh and stuff. What was the big idea for Dana? Because you're slightly different in Indonesia. You're not really Bcash. You're different,
Yes. So, now the kind of like the background, right? So you know that I'm actually not a beginner at the time.
No, you're not. No, of course not. No.
I was actually one of the oldest player at the time. So I really immediately know what I want. And after learning everything that Alipay does in China, learning how they actually accomplished what they did, and immediately what we position ourselves, what I positioned the company at the beginning, and which is still until today is the same thing, is we want to be your wallet replacement.
Right.
Right? And this is the thing, right? A lot of people still kind of, confused whether we want to be a bank, whether we want to be a new instrument, like, right, debit card, credit card, and then e-money. Or what do we want to be? Or do we want to be just a financial service provider? So at the end of the day, no. From day one, when we set out to do, we want to be your wallet replacement. We want to be your digital wallet.
So a bit more than, say, Apple Pay, or more than Alipay even. I mean, something more than that, right?
Yeah, it's basically replacing your physical wallet with us.
Yeah.
And when I entered the market, you're right? There's other companies that's already being, established. I mean, there were already Gojek and going to have GoPay. There were already, Tcash at the time. They were already, although there were, those